Hey, what's up? We are live. We're live. TikTok and live, and Facebook and live, and YouTube and live. So let's get to the point really quick. Here's my list. I went really short. So, quick interlude. Don't mind the glare. There's nothing to look at except me sitting here talking shit. So, um, yesterday had the opportunity. Um, got invited to go to church, which is not something I do very regularly, but I certainly have some history with it. And it was fine. No lightning hit me, and nobody yelled at me as if I shouldn't be there. So it was cool. Lots of cool things happen. But what I will say, again, and this is why the toolbox can be huge because you hear what you hear when you hear it, kind of thing. So, uh, in short, the dude delivering the message was solid and he spoke English and it wasn't weird or any of that kind of stuff. And in short, basically, his topic for the day was turn the other cheek stuff. And so, what's that mean? So, let me do a little backtrack and how this played in. So, as far as humanity goes, human condition, recovery, whatever we want to call it, when progress begins, right, we start a process very often. And so, and I apologize if I'm looking at two different cameras, but I am. Um, so, really quick, um, our foundation is imperative. And I share this with people a lot of times, you know, friends, family, whatever, people I do therapy with, obviously, things of that nature. And I talk about this foundation and I share things like, I've been clean and in recovery for like 38 years, right? But it's the things, there's been a lot, obviously, over decades, right? Of incoming, but like the shit I learned in my first 90 days was spectacular and it built the foundation. And the things that I learned then are still ridiculously effective now. And so I remember a couple things. One of them was, somebody asked in a meeting, like, how long do I got to go to these fucking meetings, right? And the response was, well, how long do you want to stay clean? Which makes a lot of sense. So, and that, again, that can cover a lot of different ground. But the point is that our fallacies and imperfections as human beings never go away. We get some reprieves, we do better with them, things changes and all that kind of stuff. But this is why things like phrases like cured, recovered, like an ED are there. It's sorry, I don't see it. I get things like, for instance, like like I'm not a drug addict. I don't do drugs. I haven't done drugs in decades, right? So I get that, but am I cured of being an asshole? You tell me, right? Am I cured of fucking things up? Like, am I healed? Am I perfect? Like, none of that happens. So, this is what I mean by that is that this biology that we deal with, this human condition that often creates a lot of chaos and drama and problems in our life, that never gets fixed per se. I mean, we can help it along, again, we can get better. But the point I'm getting at is that, again, because it's like this and we have to pay attention. Well, let me put it like this. We tend to, and when I say we, it's because I've seen a lot of people do it, but I'll just use me and you can see it late. But I get complacent at times, right? We get into you know, these practices, we do them for a while, we have success, then we kind of like skip a day or don't pay attention or something else comes in or something like that, right? and then we kind of leave that tool off to the side and maybe using other tools, or just, again, just kind of coasting on, yeah, I worked on some shit and things are chill and I just go. And then, but inevitably, what I have found, again, I wish I could just keep all the tools in motion all the time. I would be near perfect. Like, the toolbox is pretty fucking simple for all of us. And it's like, like, don't be a douchebag and like love everybody, whatever. I mean, you can put it in pretty simple terms, but somehow we lose sight of that in the present regularly. And so that's why you go to meetings forever, or you have some kind of system, support network, people, or opportunities to like, oh yeah, I remember that. So here we go. Again, there's a long-winded introduction of it, but so with yesterday's experience, I feel, I mean, again, I heard what I heard, and it was necessary. Is, what, life is strugglesome and problematic sometimes, and it's kind of a, you know we either get into ruts or grooves, if that makes sense. And ruts are like fucked up. Like, if you're going down a dirt road and you see water's like cut ruts, right? They're not smooth or pleasant or any of that. It can be very problematic. But and once you're in it, it's fucking hard to get out, right? So, and again, the flip side of that is a groove, which is like smooth and flow and like, fuck yeah, I'm in the groove, right? So, but life does its ebbs and flows. And so, for lack of a better way to put it, as wonderful as things are, again, you get complacent or you get hung up on shit or whatever. I've been in more of a rut than a groove. And, you like trudge the road to happy destiny, right? I mean, we keep plugging along and that's all fine. And again, I don't have a problem with it. Like, ruts have their purpose to teach me something. But something else I learned very early in recovery was one of those tools is shit that just gets in your craw and just fucking, right? Resentment ish, whatever you want to call that. A brilliant tool for that is something that is called the 14-day prayer. And if you don't like the word prayer, I don't care. Like, fill in the blank, whatever you want to call it. But it's basically, and again, it came from this guy's message last night of turning the other cheek. It's just, instead of retaliating to life or getting uptight or any of that kind of stuff, again, turning the other cheek isn't necessarily being a doormat, but it is taking, per se, a higher road. And so, in short, the things that are nagging you it's a 14-day mission. And so if somebody's just pissing you off all the time, every time they walk in a room, your skin crawls and you're like, yeah. Instead of being uptight with that or reacting to it, the tool is pray for them. Not, hey God, I hope you fucking punish them for being a douchebag. That doesn't help. Though you might feel like you were, but it's wishing upon them all that is awesome. I guess maybe because if they got everything they wanted, they wouldn't be such an asshole. Fuck, I don't know. But again, their joy or disdain doesn't affect your life in either way. So you might as well wish for that, pray for that, however you want to do it. So I got to wrap this up. The times that I've done this have been spectacular. There's release, and it's really hard to be pissed off at things, especially things out of your control, if you're praying for them. So this is day one. I'm going to keep you posted on my list here and let you know how things are going. Deuces. All right. Oh, I'm still streaming on this one, so I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna post more shit today. It's like Sunday. I'm gonna watch a Padre game, and that's about all that's on the agenda. So I'll be back.